Hey everyone, today I wanted to talk to you about how I believe my daughter truly saved my life. Some of you have heard this story before, but I do have a lot of new followers and new subscribers. So I just wanted to retell the story in case you didn't know this about me. I truly believe my daughter saved my life because before her, I was addicted to sugar and I was on my way to developing type 2 diabetes. And I started my sugar addiction probably around 18 or so when I started college, and I was busy going to school, working, on the go a lot, and I just started eating out a lot. I started eating a lot of like quick things and grab and go things, more processed food, and not eating like, fruits and vegetables and just healthier whole foods like I was doing. And so this kind of sparked my sugar addiction. I started noticing that after meals, I would always want something sweet. I was craving sugar. I was craving sweets more and more. And it started kind of getting out of hand because I would notice, okay, instead of like once a day, I would want it like after every meal. Like I even got to the point where I was wanting something sweet at breakfast time. And I was like, I've got to do something about this. And so, I would go try to start eating healthier, prep meals, not just avoid the fast food and not buy like processed sugary food. And I would do okay for a while, but then I would go back to eating that like after I just couldn't take it anymore and my cravings were so strong. I would go back to my old ways. And I did this several times from probably age 18 until, my early 30s. And at 34 years old, I was pregnant with my daughter. And, I had to do that glucose test that we all have to do when we're pregnant. And I kind of was dreading it because I already had the feeling that I had like a pre-diabetes or something, diabetes or pre-diabetes, because I was just feeling, symptoms and things, but I was too afraid to go to the doctor. I just didn't want to know. I didn't want to get that diagnosis. And so when I went in to do my glucose test, I kind of, already knew that I could have gestational diabetes. So I went in and I failed the first test. And so they had me come back and I did like a 3-hour test where I had to sit in the office and take drink that sugary drink again. And over the course of 3 hours, I had to get my blood sugar checked like every hour. And I failed that one. And so that's when my doctor came in and told me, well, I have to diagnose you with gestational diabetes based on these numbers. And I was devastated. I was so upset. I couldn't believe it. Like I knew, I had the feeling that I could have it, but I just didn't want to hear those words. I didn't want to, admit that, I had something wrong with me. So anyway, after that diagnosis, I was upset for several days or a week after. And then I just started doing all the research and figuring out, okay, what do I need to do? How do I need to fix this? So I, just started eating better, cutting out the sugar. And the whole time I was like, just keep your daughter in mind. You're pregnant with your daughter and she deserves this. She deserves you and her being healthy. She deserves to start out her life being healthy. So do it for her. If you can't do it for yourself, do it for her. And I just kept that in my mind the rest of my pregnancy. And I mean, I did great. Like, my doctor was so proud. She even told me usually she has to put women with gestational diabetes on medicine, and I never had to go on medicine. I just, I kept eating right. I tracked my, I checked my blood sugar. I tracked all my meals. I would show her everything that I ate, and I just did that the rest of my pregnancy. And I ended up not gaining a lot of weight, and mine and my daughter's blood sugar were normal when I had her, because they were checking us both those first few days, and we were normal. Everything went great. After I had her, I did have some weight to lose, about 14 pounds, and I ended up dropping all of that pretty quickly within the first few months of having her, because I just kept that mindset of, I'm diabetic. I cannot go back to my old ways, or I'm going to be diabetic. So I just kind of stayed with what I was doing. I still was checking my blood sugar all the time. I was trying to eat healthy meals and staying away from sugar as much as I could. And that helped me lose the baby weight. It kept my blood sugar normal and stable, and I've done this for 4 years now. And I'm not saying that I don't ever eat sugar. I do. That's kind of what keeps me on track now, is giving myself like 1 meal a week or 2 meals a week where I eat something that I wouldn't normally eat. And that has kept me on track for the last 4 years, and my blood sugars are stable. I'm normal. All my numbers come back normal. My daughter is what motivated me to make the change. But if it hadn't been for her and that diagnosis of gestational diabetes, I probably wouldn't have changed. I would probably still be fighting a sugar addiction, and probably be diabetic and overweight. And so I thank God for her every day, that she made me change, because without her, I don't think I would have. And I just get really emotional, because I know that she was my wake-up call. She was the reason I changed, and she's the reason now that I am free from my addiction. And I'm just free. I feel so free, and I feel so good because I've overcome this. And I used to say, like, why me? Why did this happen to me? And I no longer say that. I say, thank God. Thank God this happened to me, because it changed my life forever. And now I can help other women and other people dealing with this. And that's why I do what I do. That's why I'm a health coach. That's why I want to help you, because I've been there. I know how it feels, and I know what it takes. And the first step is changing your mindset. You have to change the way you think. You have to change the way you feel about sugar and the way you think about it. And I just want to help others feel the way I do. Feel as good and free and happy as I do. And that's why I'm a health coach, and that's why I do what I do. And so if you're ready to make that change, you can message me, you can leave me a comment, and we can talk about what changes you want to make, how you're feeling, what's getting you stuck, and how we can overcome that, and a plan to help you overcome that. So I hope that this story was inspiring to you. I hope it made you think, and I hope it made you think about your own life and what you need to change and what addictions you need to break free from. So if you're ready, you can contact me, get in touch with me, and we can talk about it. But if you found this video helpful in any way, please give it a like and leave me a comment, and join me over on my YouTube channel, Nutriholic Health Coaching. I'm also on Facebook at Nutriholic Health Coaching. I have a Facebook group called Sugaraholics, Let's Kick This Habit, and it's free to join if you are interested in that and receiving support with that. And I also am on Instagram under Nutriholic Health Coaching. So anyway, guys, I hope this helped you, and I'll see y'all next week. Bye.